Train mysteries are often part of thrilling fiction, but these tales also happen in real life. From disappearances to taking the life of someone, trains can be a source of intrigue, often holding to clues to the last known whereabouts of missing people. So today, here at Unexplained Mysteries, we'll be taking a look at 3 train mysteries. The Mystery Man. A mystery man was found deceased near a reservoir on Saddleworth Moor, Greater Manchester, England, in December 2015. His body was discovered lying on a track close to the summit of Indian's Head above the Dovestone Reservoir. The mystery of the unidentified stranger was compelling. He had no ID, no wallet, no mobile phone, and no obvious connection to the area in which he was found. The only clue they could find was 3 train tickets in his coat pocket, £130 in £10 notes, and a medication box for hypothyroidism treatment. It was treated as non-suspicious by the police and gave rise to numerous theories, with the story spreading globally. Officers said that the mysterious man was last seen near the location where he was found by walkers around 4:30 p.m. the previous day. The tickets found in his pocket suggested that he travelled from London Ealing to Manchester Piccadilly the day before he was discovered. One ticket was from Ealing Broadway train station at 9:04 a.m, and the other was from London Euston to Piccadilly, bought at 9:50 a.m. Pictures of the man were released, but these only showed him at the train station, giving no real insight into the identity of the stranger. The next confirmed sighting of the mystery man was in the Clarence pub in Greenfield, Saddleworth, asking the landlord Melvin Robinson the way to the top of the mountain. He was given the moniker Neil Dovestone as they continued the search for his identity. The mystery deepened as toxicology reports in March 2016 noted that Neil Dovestone passed away from a dose of strychnine, a toxic odorless pesticide used to end the life of rats. This is a favourite in the mystery novels of Agatha Christie and is illegal to buy in the UK. Theories surrounding Neil Dovestone's passing circulated, a favourite being that he was a survivor of a 1949 plane crash near where he was discovered and undertook a pilgrimage to the site. A full 13 months after his body was discovered, Neil Dovestone was officially identified as 67-year-old David Litton. A metal plate in his left thigh was traced back to a procedure in Pakistan, was a key clue in discovering his identity, amongst other breadcrumbs that pointed to the country. On the 10th of December 2015, Litton boarded a plane in Lahore and travelled almost 4,000 miles to London Heathrow. Once police identified images at Heathrow and matched Neil Dovestone to passenger records, they were able to trace a relative and get a DNA sample, which led to a positive identification. David Litton had been living in Pakistan for 10 years before returning to the UK and heading to Saddleworth. While the identity of the mysterious body of Neil Dovestone has been unearthed, a mystery still surrounds why he returned to England and went to Saddleworth, and how he passed away of pesticide poisoning. One theory suggests that he took it himself, but these will be questions that remain unanswered. Andrew Gossden boarded a train to London and never came home. In one of the most surveilled places, it can be surprisingly easy to disappear. This was the case of Andrew Gossden, who, in September 2007, at the age of 14, caught a train from Doncaster to King's Cross Station, London, and there have been no confirmed sightings since. 13 years on, his disappearance remains a mystery. On the 14th of September 2007, Andrew left his house at 8:05 a.m. Instead of heading to school, he went to Westfield Park and waited until he knew his house would be empty. On returning home, Andrew changed into a Slipknot t-shirt, one of his favourite bands, and jeans, put his school uniform in the wash and hung his blazer on the back of a chair. He then left the house at 8:30 a.m. with his wallet, keys, and PSP console in a satchel. Caught on the neighbour's CCTV, withdrew £200 out of his £214 savings despite leaving £100 of birthday money in his room, bought a one-way ticket to King's Cross and caught the train at 9:35 a.m. He arrived at King's Cross at 11:20 a.m. and was captured on a security camera at 11:25 a.m., the last verified sighting. At first, Andrew's disappearance went unnoticed. The school tried to ring the parents to notify them of Andrew's absence, but misdialed the number, leading to his disappearance being logged late. Andrew's disappearance was only noticed when he was called for dinner, with his parents thinking he was playing video games in another room. After phoning friends to try and find him, a call was made to the police at 7 p.m. to report Andrew missing. It took 3 days for police to determine that Andrew had taken the train to London, using a tip from the person that sold him the ticket, and 27 days to get CCTV images of him at the station. Following that, the CCTV trail went cold, hampered by the slow start to the investigation. Andrew was a quiet boy that required strong prescription lenses and was deaf in his left ear, and a distinctive ridge on his right ear. The reason Andrew went to London is unclear, and why he did not buy a return ticket. Many believe that he went to see a concert. 30 Seconds to Mars were playing in London the day of his disappearance, as was a local band doing a farewell show. However, neither of these leads have provided any evidence. There was an apparent sighting in a Pizza Hut on Oxford Street, which Andrew's parents believe is credible, but this has not been confirmed. There have been unconfirmed sightings across the UK since Andrew's disappearance, but none of these have led to any success. In 2008, Leominster Police Station had a man tell them he had information about Andrew over the out-of-hours intercom, but by the time that someone came to take his information, he had gone. The family was sent an online conversation from a user called Andy Roo claiming he had left home at 14. His boyfriend had left him and needed £200 for rent. Roo was a nickname that the family had for Andrew as a child, and this lead sparked interest. His bank account has seen no activity since the day he went missing, and new age progression images have been released over the years with no sign of Andrew Gossden surfacing. The disappearance of Martin Allen. Martin Allen disappeared a month after his 15th birthday in November 1979 while walking through King's Cross Station on his way home from school. He lived in Kensington with his parents. His father was employed as a chauffeur to an ambassador of the Australian High Commissioner. It was said that there was nothing in Martin's personal life that would indicate his wish to run away, yet he disappeared without a trace. At around 3:50 p.m, Martin said goodbye to a friend at King's Cross Station and boarded the tube on the southbound Piccadilly line, his usual journey. He was intending to stay at his older brother's place in Holloway, but was heading home first to pick up some money. His parents believed he was at his brother Robert's home, while Robert believed he had changed his plans and stayed at home. As a result, his disappearance was not reported until 7 p.m. the next day as his mother served dinner. Around the time of Martin's disappearance, there were multiple reports of a boy matching Martin's description in the presence of a man at Gloucester Road Station. One witness said the boy had been thrown against a wall, another saw him heading down a lift, and another that saw a young boy and a man fitting the same description boarding a train to Rayners Lane, and the boy did not want to leave the train when it arrived at Earl's Court. A description of the man aged between 30 to 40 years old with blonde or light hair was released to the public. Despite numerous witnesses, all leads led nowhere. There have since been rumours Martin was abducted, but one of the main witnesses was found to be a fantasist. No new leads have come to light of Martin Allen's disappearance, and it still remains a mystery. But what do you make of these 3 train mysteries? Be sure to let us know your thoughts in the comments section below and help us by growing this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.